The Arizona Daily Star featured yet another issue of the special investigative series, Twisted Message, spearheaded by journalists Emily Hamer of the Lee Enterprises Public Service Journalism Team and Tim Steller of the Arizona Daily Star. The series delves into the global influence of William Branham's message movement, its lack of accountability, and the lives of former members who escaped its grip. Over a year-long investigation, the team interviewed more than 50 individuals, including ex-followers, religious leaders, and experts, uncovering the restrictive and often destructive nature of this sect. The series also spotlighted the Tucson-based Golden Dawn Tabernacle, a church tied to the message, where strict fundamentalist practices shaped the lives of its members. Through compelling storytelling and in-depth reporting, the journalists illuminate the profound challenges faced by those who broke free and the broader implications of Branham's legacy. William Branham, a mid-20th century preacher, established a doctrine that laid the foundation for a global religious movement now known as the Message. While Branham's teachings once promised spiritual enlightenment and divine revelation, they have since been criticized as oppressive, manipulative, and cult-like. A recent investigative series, Twisted Message, conducted by Lee Enterprises and the Arizona Daily Star, sheds light on the lasting impact of Branham's message on its followers and the experiences of those who have escaped its grasp. This article delves into the complexities of Branham's movement, the restrictive lives of its followers, the paths of those who have broken free, and the intriguing connections to a Tucson-based church, Golden Dawn Tabernacle. William Branham's ministry emerged in the post-World War II Pentecostal revival, where his charismatic preaching and claims of divine healing attracted thousands. Branham positioned himself as a prophet sent to prepare the way for Christ's second coming. His sermons emphasized rigid adherence to his interpretations of Scripture, particularly concerning gender roles, morality, and the apocalyptic end of days. The doctrines became the bedrock for a decentralized network of churches across the globe, collectively referred to as the Message. Despite his death in 1965, Branham's sermons and writings continued to inspire devotion. However, critics argue that his teachings evolved into a dangerous blend of spiritual manipulation, authoritarian control, and isolationism. Twisted Message provides a rare glimpse into the lives of those raised within the Message. Many followers grew up with an all-encompassing fear of sin and hellfire. For them, everyday activities, such as dancing, watching movies, or wearing certain clothing, were prohibited and labeled as gateways to demonic possession. Former member John Calvo recounted his upbringing in Golden Dawn Tabernacle, a Tucson church closely aligned with Branham's teachings. Calvo described a childhood marred by fear. He was taught that dancing was a sin so severe it could lead to demonic possession. This belief isolated him from his peers and fostered a sense of shame over normal human desires and behaviors. As a young man, the idea of moving his feet to music seemed unthinkable. The church's influence extended into every aspect of his life, from his clothing choices to his social interactions, which were strictly monitored. This culture of fear and submission left members feeling powerless to break free. Golden Dawn Tabernacle in Tucson, Arizona, is one of many churches that continue to propagate Branham's doctrines. Known for its strict adherence to the Message, the church became a focal point of the Investigative series. Former members, including Calvo, spoke candidly about their experiences, highlighting the psychological toll of growing up in an environment where individuality was suppressed and fear was a constant companion. Calvo's story underscores the restrictive nature of life within Golden Dawn Tabernacle. Members were expected to seek permission for everyday activities, often facing severe consequences for perceived disobedience. This rigid control extended to women in particular, who were subjected to Branham's teachings on modesty and submission. These doctrines emphasized long skirts, uncut hair, and complete deference to male authority, reflecting Branham's belief that women were the original source of sin. In 2006, John Calvo and his family made the difficult decision to leave Golden Dawn Tabernacle. For Calvo, liberation came in the form of ballroom dancing, a hobby he had once been taught was satanic. Upon leaving the church, he discovered a passion for East Coast swing, West Coast swing, the Lindy Hop, and salsa. These dances became not only a form of self-expression, but also a therapeutic outlet to reclaim the freedom he had been denied. Calvo's story is emblematic of a broader pattern among former members of the message. Upon leaving the church, many experience a mix of liberation and uncertainty. The process of unlearning the fear-based teachings ingrained from childhood can be overwhelming. However, it also opens up a world of possibilities, allowing former members to redefine their identities and pursue passions they were once taught to avoid. For Calvo, dancing became a way to reconnect with his body and his sense of self. It was really therapeutic to do something that I'd been told my entire life was wrong, and go do it and love it, he said. You grow up in this environment where you have to ask permission for everything, or you get in trouble for everything, and now you have freedom to do all these things that normal people do. The Twisted Message investigation revealed the darker aspects of Branham's movement, including a lack of accountability and the destructive potential of its teachings. The series noted that Branham's doctrines often lead to an insular culture, where followers are discouraged from seeking outside perspectives or questioning the church's authority. The decentralized nature of the message means that individual churches operate independently, often under the leadership of charismatic pastors who claim to interpret Branham's teachings. This structure has allowed abuses of power to go unchecked, with some pastors using fear and manipulation to maintain control. The investigation also highlighted the global reach of Branham's teachings. While the movement is often dismissed as a fringe sect in the United States, it has gained significant traction in countries like Canada, India, and various parts of Africa. The appeal lies in its promises of divine revelation and its rigid moral code, which resonates with communities seeking stability in times of uncertainty. For those who have left the message, the journey toward healing is ongoing. Many former members describe feelings of betrayal and loss, coupled with the relief of escaping a toxic environment. Organizations dedicated to supporting survivors of cults play a crucial role in helping individuals rebuild their lives. John Calvo's story illustrates the transformative power of reclaiming agency and embracing new experiences. The broader message of Twisted Message is one of hope. While the scars of cult-like control are real, so too is the resilience of the human spirit. The stories of those who have escaped the message and Golden Dawn Tabernacle serve as a testament to the power of freedom and self-discovery. William Branham's message continues to cast a long shadow over the lives of its followers and the communities it influences. While its doctrines promise spiritual enlightenment, the reality for many is a life of fear, control, and isolation. The Twisted Message investigation has brought these stories to light, offering a platform for those who have escaped to share their experiences and reclaim their voices.